Hello students, welcome to my channel. In the last class, we have discussed about Cartesian product relation and some types of relations. Today we shall discuss some other types of relations. Before going to that, we shall recall some concepts, last class concepts. So relation means we know that it is a subset of the Cartesian product. Relation is a subset of the Cartesian product A cross B, means a relation different from non-empty set A to non-empty set B. Next, relation is a subset of the Cartesian product A cross M, means relation different from non-empty set A to non-empty set A. Suppose element A comma B belongs to relation, means here some particular relationship between A and B. Alternatively write A is related to B, means small a, capital R, small b. Here A is related to B. Both representations are same. A related to B or A comma B belongs to relation. Both are same. A comma B does not belongs to relation, means no relationship between A and B. Or alternatively we write A is not related to B, means A not related, or like this, not related to B. A is not related to B. Both are same. Here A is not related to B. Here A comma B doesn't belongs to R, means no relation between A and B. Next, types of relation: empty relation, universal relation. First one, empty relation, and it is also called as void relation. In empty relation means we know that there is no relation between each and every element of the set. We write R equal to empty relation, void relation. Second one, universal relation. The word indicates universal. There is a relationship between each and every element of the set. Here we say that relation, universal relation is nothing but Cartesian product A cross C, R equal to A cross C. Third one, identity relation. Identity relation, here take non-empty set A, identity relation and set A like this, I subscript A equal to every element of set related to itself. Suppose A comma A such that for every element of the ordered pair belongs to set A. A belongs to set A. A belongs to set A. This is identity relation. For example, set A equal to 1, 2, 3. Here I am going to define identity relation on set A. I suffix A. This is equal to, means every element of the set related to itself. I means identity relation here. A is related to here. For every here A belongs to here given non-empty set A. Here 1 belongs to A, means for it is to be identity. 1 is related to 1. 1 comma 1 belongs to relation. 2 belongs to set A, means 2 is related to itself. That is 2 comma 2 belongs to relation. 3 belongs to set A, means 3 is related to itself. That is 3 comma 3 belongs to relation. Whether you take any element in the set here, every element related to itself. Mind it. 1 belongs to here, 1 comma 1 belongs to relation. 2 belongs to here, 2 comma 2 belongs to relation. 3 belongs to here, 3 comma 3 belongs to relation. Therefore, clearly it is identity relation, means every element of set related to itself only. Next, fourth one, reflexive relation. In the last class, we have discussed up to this. Today I am going to explain some I am giving other examples for reflexive. Fifth one, symmetric relation. Sixth one, transitive relation. Seventh one, equivalence relation. These four relations are very important: reflexive relation, symmetric relation, transitive relation, and equivalence relation. Very important. You have to understand definitions and their examples. Very, very important. So now I am going to reflexive relation. Reflexive relation here. R is a relation denote. I am going to define as set A means here A comma A belongs to relation. A comma A means A is related to itself here. For every element here belongs to a set A. For every element belongs to set A. Added pair means it belongs to relation. Each element of the added pair belongs to a non-empty set A here. Means every element related to itself. Alternatively, we write A is related to A. A comma A belongs to A means A is related to itself, or we write A is related to A. For every A belongs to set A. Example, let set A equal to 1, 2, 3. I am going to define R is a relation on set A here. Definition is observe here. Here A belongs to set A. Given set A means A is related to itself. A comma A must be in relation. Then we say that relation is reflexive relation. Here 1 belongs to set A means 1 is related to itself. Means 1 is related to 1. 2 belongs to set A means 2 is related to itself 2. 3 belongs to set A means 3 is related to itself. 3 comma 3 must be belongs to relation. Very important here. 1 belongs to A, 1 comma 1 belongs to A, 2 belongs to set A, 2 comma 2 belongs to A, 3 belongs to set A, 3 comma 3 belongs to R. Therefore, it is a reflexive relation. Next, R1 relation, depending on the same set A, 1 belongs to set A, 1 comma 1 belongs to R1, 2 belongs to set A, 2 comma 2 must be belongs to R2. Suppose if we take only these two elements here, 3 belongs to set A, but here 3 comma 3 not belongs to R1, mind you. 3 belongs to set A, 3 comma 3 not belongs to R1. Therefore, here it is not reflexive, because reflexive means for every, very important, for every element in the set related to itself. Here 1 belongs to A, 1 comma 1 belongs to relation. 2 belongs to A, 2 comma 2 belongs to relation. But here 3 belongs to set A, 3 comma 3 not belongs to relation. Therefore, it is not reflexive. For it is to be reflexive, you must include here 3 comma 3, because here 3 belongs to A means you must include 3 comma 3 belongs to relation. Next, if you include 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3. Reflexive means every element of the set related to itself. 1 belongs to A, 1 comma 1 belongs to relation, 2 belongs to set A, 2 comma 2 belongs to relation, 3 belongs to set A, 3 comma 3 belongs to relation, 3 comma 3 belongs to relation. Therefore, it is reflexive. Reflexive means relation must contain at least here 3 elements, because given set contains 3 elements, or you can take more elements. Suppose R2 relation here. R2 relation. Here 1 belongs to A, 1 comma 1 belongs to R2, 2 belongs to A, 2 comma 2, 3 belongs to A, 3 comma 3 belongs to R1. If you include here 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1, next 2 comma 3, 3 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 3 comma 1 I am taking. Is it reflexive? Is it reflexive? Reflexive means here 1, 2, 3 belongs to set A means here 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3 belongs to relation. Therefore, it is reflexive. Mind it, it is reflexive. Every element of the set related to itself, it is reflexive. Next, clearly observe here. Clearly, this is coordination product A cross A means we know that how to write here A cross A means how many elements it contains means 9 elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Set A contains 3 elements means in the coordination product contains 3 into 3 9 elements. So second example I am taking relation parallel to. Relation parallel to. I am going to define parallel to relation on the set of all lines in a plane. In a plane means two-dimensional surface, that's it. The board is a surface that's it here. Parallel to relation on the set of all lines in a plane. I am taking one line, L line. When we say that here parallel to is reflexive means this line is parallel to itself. L line is parallel to L line means we say that parallel to relation is reflexive. Here L line, this L line, again same line, L line, same line. L line means clearly L line is parallel to L means we know that every line is parallel to itself. Every line is parallel to itself. Therefore, a relation parallel to is reflexive. So one more example, if you take perpendicular to relation, perpendicular to line, this is L I am taking. This line L is parallel to itself. This line L is parallel to itself. L line is parallel to itself, but cannot be perpendicular. This is means another line. This is cannot be perpendicular. Therefore, a perpendicular to line is not reflexive. Not reflexive. This is mind it. Every line is parallel to itself, but every line cannot be perpendicular to itself. Therefore, your parallel to relation is reflexive, but perpendicular to relation is not reflexive. Now I am going to define reflexive and congruent and similar triangles. Before that, we shall see what is the difference between congruent and similar triangles. Congruent triangles, similar triangles. Congruent triangles, here I am taking triangle ABC, triangle PQR, angle A, angle B, angle C, angle P, angle Q, angle R. Here ABC corresponding PQ, BC, here RQ, here AC, here PR. When we say that they are congruent means corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are equal means we say that they are congruent. Corresponding angles here, angle A equal to angle P, angle A equal to angle P, here angle B equal to angle Q, angle B equal to angle Q. Next, angle C equal to angle R. What about corresponding side here? I take corresponding side AB equal to PQ, AB equal to PQ. Next, BC equal to QR, AC equal to PR. Observe here, corresponding angles are equal. Angle A equal to angle P, and angle B equal to angle Q, angle C equal to angle R. And corresponding sides are equal. AB equal to PQ, BC equal to QR, AC equal to PR. Therefore, we say that these two are congruent triangles. Symbolically, we write triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Next, come to similar triangles. Triangle ABC, triangle this is MNO, this is angle A, angle B, angle C, angle M, angle N, angle O, this is. So here angle A equal to angle M, angle B equal to angle N, next angle C equal to angle O. Corresponding sides are proportional means here AB is proportional to MN. We write like this. AB is proportional to means AB by MN. This is equal to, next BC is proportional to your corresponding side NO. BC by NO. Next AC is proportional to your corresponding side MO. AC by MO. corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are proportional, means we say that they are similar triangles. So what is the difference between congruent and similar triangles? Observe here. Congruent triangles, corresponding angles are equal, corresponding sides are equal. Equal means clearly understood. They are proportional, means we say that all congruent triangles are similar triangles. Similar triangles. In congruent triangles, corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are equal, means proportional, understood. Therefore, all congruent triangles are similar triangles. But all similar triangles need not be congruent. For example, if we take this, corresponding angles are equal here. Okay, angle A equal to angle M, similarly other angles. But corresponding side, one side if we take AB, this is MN. AB length, this length is shorter than this MN. AB is not equal to MN. Therefore, these two are not congruent but similar. Yes, very important. Already we have studied in high school level. Now I am taking a third example, reflexive. Congruent to relation. Is it reflexive? Reflexive means here. Triangle ABC I am taking. Triangle ABC. We know that reflexive definition, A, A belongs to R for every A belongs to set A. A is related to itself. A means here, mind it. Congruent to means I am going to define set of all triangles in a plane. Here A is one triangle I am taking like this. Triangle ABC. Again triangle ABC like this. It belongs to relation. Here what is the relation means congruent to relation. When we say that it belongs to relation or not belongs to relation means triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABC itself here. This is A, A form, observe here. A, A for every triangle in the plane. Any triangle, it may be triangle means you can take equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, scalene triangle, right angle triangle. You take any triangle, every triangle is congruent to itself. Every triangle is congruent to itself. See, triangle ABC is congruent to again same triangle. Triangle ABC, again triangle ABC means corresponding angles are equal. Same triangle means corresponding sides are equal. Therefore, your triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABC. Therefore, your congruent to relation is reflexive. Next, fourth example, similar to triangle PQR. Here reflexive definition means A, A belongs to relation for every element. For every element A belongs to given side. Here triangle PQR, same. Here triangle PQR is similar to triangle PQR means same triangle. Same triangle means corresponding angles are equal, corresponding sides are also equal. Sides are equal means they are proportional, understood. Therefore, here we say that triangle PQR is similar to triangle PQR itself. Therefore, similar to relation is reflexive. Mind it, very important reflexive relation. Every element of the set related to itself for every element in the set. So clearly, congruent to relation and the set of all triangles in a plane. Similarly, similar to triangles and the set of all triangles in a plane. Here both are reflexive relation. What about parallel to relation? Parallel to relation is also reflexive because every line is parallel to itself. So next we go to fifth one, symmetric relation. Very important one, symmetric relation. Non-empty set I am taking, relation denoted capital R. If A, B belongs to R, observe where A, B belongs to R means A is related to B, implies that this is arrow mark, implies that B, A belongs to R. Observe where A is related to B, B is related to A. Two, see, relations different. Here A is related to B, here B is related to A. Both are different. Here AB belongs to R, then BA belongs to R means we say that it is symmetry. Alternatively, we write A, R means A is related to B, implies that here B is related to A. B is related to A. Where here AB belongs to given R-empty set A. Not like that of reflex. Reflex means for every element in the set related to itself. Here not like that. Condition observe here. A related to B, A related to B, B related to A. We say that A relation is symmetric. For example, simple example I am taking. Let set A equal to 1, 2, 3. I am going to define relation on non-empty set A. Here mind definition. AB belongs to R. Here interchange A and B. B is B comma A belongs to R. A related to B, B related to A. Mind it. Here I am taking simple example 1 comma 2 here. 1 is related to 2. 1 is related to 2. A comma B for R. For it is to be symmetric, you must include here B comma A means here B equal to 2. B comma A means 2 comma 1 belongs to relation. Observe A comma B 1 comma 2 means 1 is related to 2. 2 is related to 1. A comma B, B comma A belongs to relation. Therefore, this relation is symmetric relation. One more example, R1. I'm going to define on same set A. Suppose 1 comma 3, 1 comma 3. Here A comma B. For it is to be symmetric, you must include 3 comma 1. 3 comma 1. Next, if you take 2 comma 3 here, 2 comma 3. Here 2 comma 3, here A comma B, 2 is related to 3, 3 is related to 2, 3 is related to 2. A comma B, 1 is related to 3, B comma A, 3 is related to 1. A comma B, B comma A. These two elements satisfy symmetric condition. Here A comma B, 2 comma 3, B comma A means 3 comma 2. A comma B, B comma A belongs to R. Therefore, it is a symmetric relation. One more example, R2, 3 comma 2. Here A comma B. For it is to be symmetric, B comma A means 2 comma 3. Okay. Next, 1 comma 2. Is it symmetric? Here observe here. A comma B, 3 comma 2 belongs to relation. 2 comma 3 belongs to relation. Okay, it satisfies symmetric condition. But if you take here 1 comma 2, 1 comma 2 it belongs to relation R2, but here 2 comma 1 not belongs to relation, therefore it is not symmetric. Mind it, every element here, every element satisfies that symmetric condition means we say that it is symmetric. Every element means here these two elements satisfy symmetry, okay. But if you take this means 1, 2 belongs to relation, 2 comma 1 not belongs to relation. Therefore, it is not symmetric. For it is to be symmetric, you must include 2 comma 1. 2 comma 1. Suppose if you include 1 comma 1, if you include 1 comma 1, is it symmetric? Observe here A comma B, B comma A belongs to relation. Okay, satisfies symmetric condition. Next here A comma B, 1 comma 2, B comma A, 2 comma 1 belongs to relation. Therefore, it is symmetric. Next 1 comma 1. Here observe in this ordered pair. First element is equal to second element. First element is equal to second element. Here 1 comma 1 belongs to R2. Here what is the definition means A comma B, B comma A. Here A comma B. Correct. B comma A, B comma A. Here B equal to 1, A equal to 1 belongs to 1 comma 1 means it belongs to relation. Same element. 1 comma 1, 1 comma 1. Same element. Therefore, mind it, in any ordered pair, first element equal to second element. First element equal to second element. That ordered pair itself is a symmetric. Itself is a symmetric. So, clearly it is symmetric. One more example, R3. If you take only 2 comma 2. 2 comma 2, observe here. Then you can say that here. First element equal to second element. Here 2 comma 2 belongs to relation A comma B. Next B comma A comma B comma A means B equal to A equal to 2 belongs to relation. 2 comma 2 belongs to relation. Here clearly first element is equal to second element. First element equal to second element means the ordered pair itself is a symmetric. Clearly it is a symmetric relation. Next one more example. If you take parallel to relation, L1 line, this is L2 line, L1 and L2 line. Observe here, L1 is parallel to L2. L1 is parallel to L2. When we say that it is a symmetric means L2 is parallel to L1. L2 is parallel to L1. L2 is parallel to L1. Means here L1 is parallel to L2, L2 is parallel to L1 means both lines are parallel to each other. L1 is parallel to L2 means here L1 comma L2, L1 comma L2 belongs to relation. Next L2 is parallel to L1 means L2 comma L1 belongs to relation. Observe here, this is A comma B, this is B comma E. A comma B, L1 L2, B comma L2 L1. Therefore, your parallel to relation is symmetric. This is reflexive as well as symmetric. Next, come to one more example. Perpendicular to relation. Perpendicular to relation. On the set of all lines same. On the set of all lines in a plane. This is L1. This is line L2. Observe it. L1 is perpendicular to L2. L2 is also perpendicular to L1. Means here both L1 and L2 are perpendicular to each other. L1 is perpendicular to L2. Means here L1 comma L2 belongs to a relation. L2 is also perpendicular to L1. L2 is perpendicular to L1. Therefore, L2 comma L1 belongs to relation. But here A comma B, B comma A belongs to relation means L1 is perpendicular to L2, L2 is perpendicular to L1. Therefore, clearly perpendicular to relation on the set of all lines in the plane is symmetric. But it is not reflexive. Reflexive means every line perpendicular to itself is reflexive, but every line cannot be perpendicular to itself. Therefore, it is not reflexive. Mind it, very important. Reflexive symmetric relation, very important. Reflexive relation means every element of the set related to itself for every element in the set, not for some elements, for every element. Next, symmetric relation means AB belongs to R, then BA belongs to R. Observe here, both are different relations. A is related to B, B is related to A. Mind it, very important this is. Clearly, perpendicular to relation is only symmetric but not reflexive. Parallel to relation is reflexive as well as symmetric. Thank you. We shall see other concepts in the next class.